All right, shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahweh, Ba'asham Yacha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all your sincere Akim. So this is your brother Abba Awan, and I'm back with another video. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit and something I was meditating on. Basically what I was thinking was, right now I'm in that spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Yahshai getting ready to destroy this place, man. Call Allah Yahweh Bashmi Yahshai Basham Racha Wadash. This kingdom has been 1,700 years, okay, too long, alright, so and say 1,300 years, but that's not the point right now. I'm not trying to get the calculations down for how long this devil has been ruling, but this kingdom has lasted, if 2,000 years too long, alright. If we're canceling out the Roman, the Greek and Roman, rulership, whatever. That's not the point. The point is this place, this kingdom, this society, this whole earth will pass through the fire. All right, because you know how our people constantly pass their children through the fire for Molech. Okay, which is going into child sacrifice. All right, which is still being done to this day. The newest one I just saw was this entertainer. His name was Michael Jai White or something like that, where he sacrificed his son. Okay, I believe it was 38. That he was like 38 or so, which of course is one of those Masonic numbers. But anyway, sacrificed him. All right, on the altar for what? For this fame and fortune in this kingdom. And that's what you see happening constantly in this kingdom. But that's once again, like I said, beside the point. But anyway, the main thing I'm getting into is that this kingdom, this society, this earth, this world is going to pass through the fire. So let me get that precept. One of my favorite precepts to hit in the scriptures, Second Peter the third chapter. Right, and after getting through the rebuke, let's get into the main theme. Okay, so this is the book of Second Peter 3 verse 10, and it reads, "But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." All right. That's telling you right there, when the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai comes, when the day of the Most High comes, when the day of God comes, what to expect. Because you people out here in the world, you are thinking that when the Most High comes, it's going to be all rainbows and roses. It's going to be just the Most High throwing blessings left and right, saving people up and down. Because that's how you people out here in the world think. You all think they are so special that when the Most High comes down, He's going to come straight to you, call you on your name, and be like, "I've been waiting, to meet you and to speak to you and to give you this salvation." Like you're special like that. Like the Most High, how about Hashem Yahshua is dealing with nobody else but you. And that's how proud these people in this society are. But what you don't realize is that you people out here are nothing but earth and ashes, man. Especially if you're not in this truth. All you are, especially if you're not in this truth, man, all you are is just, ashes. You're just ashes, okay, walking around the earth, dead men's bones, okay, dead from the neck up. Okay, you people aren't special like that. And you should get that mindset out of your mind, man. Even us that are in this truth, we also accept, the brothers accept that we're not special like that, okay? It's the spirit in us that's giving us, that's making us to be special. It's the spirit in us that's making us to be all the hopeful elect, okay? It's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai speaking through us, or the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in us, okay, moving in us, showing forth out of us that makes us special. All right, nothing more, nothing less. There's nothing in us that is different from any other Israelite out there, man, except for the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But back to the point, this place is done. This place is about to be burned up, okay? And you just read it right there, Second Peter 3 verse 10. Don't need to go into it again. The earth is going to be, the earth is going to pass through the fire. How about Hashem Yahshua is going to bring the fire on the earth? The day of the Lord is a day of burning, a day of great wasting, a day of fire coming down on the earth. Okay, Isaiah 66:15-16. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will plead with all flesh, okay, with sword and with his fire, roughly paraphrasing. And I just want to get that, let's get that. All right, because the reason why, the spirit is just heavy on me to go into the, it's just go into the coming of our Lord Yahushua, because that's just, because that is right around the corner. In fact, it's already even here. Okay, it could happen anytime soon, man. Not just, it could happen at any moment now. At the coming of our Lord Yahushua. All right, the prophecies that need to happen in order for that, in order for our Lord Yahushua to come back, they are already, being put in place. They're already on in the works. So it's just a matter of time right now. So anyway, let's get into this. Okay. Now, the book of Isaiah 66, verse 15, and it reads, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many." And if we go into this word plead, the word you will see there is going to be shapat. All right, yeah, it is right here. Shapat, shapat, and the word means to judge, govern, vindicate, punish. And that's all you need to know, okay? Because it's not talking about pleading like pleading. It's talking about pleading like pleading your case, okay? Where you make a plea to a judge. That's what it's actually talking about. Alright, but the only difference is that your plea won't be heard because the judgment have already been given, has already been set forth since the foundation of time. All that is left is just to execute that judgment. And here it right here, the third definition, to execute judgment. So the Most High is going to execute judgment on the earth with fire and with the sword. And the funny thing is that fire and sword, it basically defines the nuclear missiles, man. Because once they hit without burning, but they are the sword of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They are a weapon of war. And the sword goes into weapons of war. So the fire and the sword right there is talking about the nuclear missiles. The Most High will judge the earth, okay? And it's primarily starting with Babylon the Great, because Babylon the Great is going to be basically an altar, an example, an ensign to the whole earth that this is what happens when you go against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is what can happen to you. And the people out here, man, nobody is going to forget that destruction. Now back to Second Peter, the third chapter. All right, Second Peter 3, and I'll continue on from verse 11. Second Peter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, and the Most High is getting ready to bring a fire to bring fire, okay, on the earth. And that's what you people should be expecting, man, from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, okay? Woe to the you people that are still in the world, that are still following after Esau, Edom, that still trust in the shadow of Egypt, that still think that some way, somehow, this devil will deliver you, because that's not going to happen, okay? That's not coming on the earth anytime soon. What is coming on the earth is the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And if you're not of the elect, okay, you will not be delivered in that day. But these people out here, Jake out here still thinks that that the Most High, of course, because this message is only for the Israelites, so the only people that were actually looking to are you Israelites, man, you Jakes, okay? So Jake out here, because I don't give a damn what you heathen think, man. But Jake out here still thinking that, when the Most High comes back, when the end comes, that the Most High just going to lightly, just going to brush aside the wicked, which could never be them, of course. Everybody is righteous in their own eyes, as the scripture says. That's Proverbs the 16th chapter, I believe. Let me get that. Proverbs the 16th chapter, that everybody is righteous. So this is the book of Proverbs 16 verse 2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but Yahweh weigheth the spirits. Anyway, time to get to my point. Let me just get to my point. But my main thing is this, I'm going, I have to prove that, the Most High is going to actually bring fire on the earth. That the Most High, the intent of a how about our share for this world currently is destruction, man. Because these people out here will tell you that, oh no, oh no, the Most High isn't going to do that. God can't do that. That God promised that He will never destroy the earth again. But there is a caveat to that. He will never destroy the earth again with water. And this is not water, man. This is fire. The great purifying agent. All right. So let's get that. The book of 2 Peter 3 verse 12, and it reads, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the, so okay, I already read this, but anyway, let me read it again. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's right. There is a reason why the old heavens and the old earth has to pass away, okay? And I'll get that one as well. Because Jake will think that and this is how this old world, because after this is the world that we're living in right now, the old world will pass away. Because Jake will tell you that, oh, the most are just going to create a new world, and that old world will be right there. If you want to go there, you want to stay in the old world, you want to stay in the new world, or if you want to stay in the new world, but it's nothing like that, because the new world will be in the same position and the same location as the old world, but the old world will be completely wiped out, completely destroyed to make way for the new world. And let's get that. Let's get that. Revelation 21 verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay? And the new heavens and the new earth that this is going into is not going into the Most High destroying the earth, okay? Or what I'm trying to say is that destroying the planet and creating a new planet or nothing like that. Okay, the scriptures clearly tell you that the earth and the earth abided forever, all right, for all generations. The Most High had set the earth. Let me see if I can get that preset. Okay, I can't remember where it's and I can't remember how it goes. So let me see if I can get that preset. But basically, the earth abided forever. Okay, here it is. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. That's right, okay. So the Most High is preparing to destroy the heavens and the earth, and that's a parabolic, meaning he's preparing to destroy this kingdom, this society that we're currently living in right now. The heavens being Esau's rulership, okay, and the earth being you people out here in the world, all the things that are in the world, all the inventions and the creations that Esau has put in on the earth, and all the things that you people out here are constantly battling for, constantly, struggling for on this earth, all your vanities and all your these desires, the whole doctrines and philosophies that are being pushed on this earth, the most High are about to set everything on fire, okay, and bring in that righteousness. That's good news right there. All right, that's something to be, to exalt the Most High for. All right, because we that are in this truth, man, we are happy that this place is about to be set on fire. We're happy that this place is about to be destroyed. Okay, you want to, if you really want to get into it, man. And we are waiting patiently, as the scripture says, looking for and hastening. All right, so that's why the apostle Tahar, he I don't know what the word to use, but basically he declared this year the year of hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord. Okay. And we know what that day entails. It's a day when which the Most High will bring fire on the earth. And we can't wait to watch this place burn, man. Because that's exactly what will happen to this place. It will burn. So let me get this precept in the book of Malachi chapter 4. So this is the book of Malachi 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubborn. And the day cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Alright? Now there's a caveat to that, the second part. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. So there are two parts to this. The first part being the Most High destroying all the proud, okay, destroying all the wicked. Because right now in this society, that's basically all that is being pushed. The pride, the narcissism, right? These people in this society, them thinking that they are the one and there is none else. That basically that they are their own version of the Most High. All right, and then you people out here being wicked as hell, going after the ways of Esau, doing all the wickedness imaginable, doing all kinds of wickedness imaginable on the earth, going against the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, especially you Israelites, man. So now the Most High is bringing that judgment against you. But them that fear the name for these camps out there, all right, they know themselves. Them that fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's the Son of Righteousness. Our Lord Yahushai will come with healing in his wings. In other words, that healing is that deliverance, man. Because once you get beamed up into those chariots, all your problems suddenly just disappear. All right, getting beamed up into those chariots is the ultimate, is the ultimate form of healing, man. Because once you get beamed up into those chariots, the bodies that we have now are not the bodies that we're going to have when we're in those chariots, right? First Corinthians 15 from the 54th verse on down, we shall be raised incorruptible as soon as we get into those chariots, we're going to get those, they are going to be converted, after the old bodies are just going to disappear, be dissolved, be born, most likely. And this is just me speaking as a man, okay? But those bodies are going to get burnt up and they are going to receive those new bodies, man. Those, perfect bodies that we've been promised in the scriptures, those perfect bodies that can, Hebrews 8 verse 8, Jeremiah 31, all right, going into First Corinthians from the 15th verse, it's like the 15th chapter, the main points, okay? But the earth, everything else in it, the people, right, all of you, all of that is going to be destroyed because that is what our Lord Yahweh is coming back to do. He's coming back to bring a fire, okay, to bring fire on the earth. Let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get this. So this is the book of Luke 12, and I'll start from verse 49. And you can clearly see that the words are written in red, okay? So Luke 12, verse 49, and it reads, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? And these are the words of our Lord Yahweh, and he's speaking that what he is come, okay? That is the second coming. He will come to bring fire on the earth, and that fire is the indignation, the wrath, the anger of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for all the wickedness that has been allowed to be continuously happen in this place by you devils, okay, and by you people as well. In following these devils, and in following Esau Edom, you following his ways, okay, especially you Jakes. The Most High is going to bring that wrath on the earth, man, and this place is going to be wiped out, clean. They're going to be cleaned out, by how about Hashmi Yahushua. Going to the Most High is going to clean house on this place, all right. This society, this kingdom, it is going to burn, all right. It's going to burn, and a lot of our people, 2/3 of our people, just can't accept that. And people out here, man, you people out here, you don't realize the gravity of the situation. You don't realize what we are talking about when we say the Most High is going to tear this place up. You jigs out here that are just still watching these videos for entertainment, thinking they're just watching and getting entertained, hearing the men of the Lord bring out this truth. I don't even know how you can do that, man, because there's some things that brothers and they say in this truth that gets you riled up in the spirit, man. It either puts fear in you or it puts the spirit on you to go out and do a video, man. But anyway, continue on. Okay, all you people out there that still think this is a joke, that still think we're just a bunch of niggas on the streets, screaming about the white man getting put into slavery. Okay, that is not that you don't want to realize the gravity of the situation. How serious the situation that we're in on the earth right now is, how serious the condition of the earth is right now, how serious the wars in these scriptures are, man, how serious the promises, okay, are. You're going to get put to death right along with this place, man. Okay. Let me see if I can get these precepts. Lake of fire. Let me see if I can get these precepts. This is what I was looking for. But I'll still read it anyway. So this is the book of Revelations 20, verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. And the Christians will tell you that, oh, this means that everywhere that has ever died on the earth, will be judged again, okay, by how Hashmi or Shai. What this is actually going into is going into you people in the world right now, because you are in that dead state, okay? Alright, you're in that dead state, dead from the neck up. Him that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, and that's who is being delivered into judgment, man. If you are still in that dead state, you're still in that state of mind in which you don't know what's going on, you don't know if you're coming or going, you don't know what's going on the earth, you don't even, you're just completely distracted by all the things that the devil has put before you. Guess what? How about Shimi or Shai, you're just going to get thrust into that lake of fire, man. You're going to be part of these people, okay? The dead, the dead, and the dead and deader. So continuing on from verse 14, Revelation 20, verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. All right. This is going into this society, man. This place, this is going into this society being burnt up. And I thought, it was also going to go into the earth being cast in lake of fire, okay? The world, basically, this kingdom. But that's what this is going into as well, death being swallowed up in victory, okay? Death being put aside for the Israelites, of course, starting with the elect, all right? And the hellish condition that we were in also being thrown in the lake of fire, because once this place is destroyed, the causes, okay, the hell that our people have been in, the hell that people have been in for all this while is going to be cast into the destruction as well. It's going to be taken out as well, burnt up as well, because even the scriptures talk about this, that, all of our suffering, all the things that we've gone through right here will be as a memory, okay, as a dream of the night. Let me see if I can get that precept. Okay, yeah, it is. So this is the book of Isaiah 29, verse 7. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her ammunition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations that fight against Mount Zion. That's basically what that is going into, man. The destruction is going to make, when this place is gone, when this kingdom is destroyed, it's going to be as if this kingdom never even existed. That's how it's going to be, man. So with that, I'm going to end it right here. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Achak, Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.